Well, hello, friends. Welcome back. Yeah, I had a few folks give me some comments. More comments are always welcome. And he's like, Ron, I need more 70s stuff. You know what? I got some more 70s stuff. We're running out. Got a few videos left for the 70s, and then we're going to do the 80s, and then we'll do the jazz. And of course, with the 80s, there'll be a few 90s and stuff thrown in there. First of all, Leonard Skinner's Street Survivors. And it's going to be a shootout. Where's the other record? Yeah, I sold that one. That was the Mobile Fidelity Silver Label. That was another, you know how, if you know anything about, if you've been watching my channel now, the Mobile Fidelity, the Silver Label, they don't get the original master tape now. They just make, we don't know what tape or what source they use. They just use whatever says best available. And I had one of these. I've had one for about 10 years or so. I bought one, but I got a really good deal on it. It didn't have an OB and it had a bit of ring wear on it, but it was like really good price. So it was a seller was selling a bunch of stuff, and I just paid, I don't know, $10 or something, $5, threw it in there. And that's the one I had for a long time. And then the Silver Label came out, and I said, wow, I can get a brand new one. Beautiful. Mobile Fidelity. Wow. It's thick cover, just gorgeous. So I got that, and I was so happy with it. Looked it over. Just a great looking package, Mobile Fidelity. I played it. Sounded great. RTI pressings. They used great version vinyl, and they got quiet backgrounds, and it sounded great. And then I said, well, what about that other one I got kicking in there? It's a Japanese press. Let's see how it compares now to this. Put it on. Yeah. This one's better. You'd think it would probably be, and it was. So I sold the MoFi, and I went and got me a real nice, pretty, with the OB, the whole 9 yards, Leonard Skinner Street Survivors in original Japan press. And I'm not going to get into the whole story about why this cover is collectible and why it was they took it down after this cover was out for a while. They made quite a few of these records, but it was only, I don't know, I'm just going to guess 6 months or something after this record came out that they took the cover down, and they ended up blowing this part up and making this the front cover instead of the other side. So, I've got a little kind of a funny story about this record in particular. And it's kind of funny, a lot of folks, in passing, I'll get to know them, and we'll start talking about, I collect records and different things, and I tell them about myself, and they'll say, yeah, you know what? I've still got a bunch of those records when I was younger, and I've got a record, super rare record. I go, yeah, what is it? It's a Leonard Skinner record, and they go to tell you the whole story about the flame cover and all what goes on about it and why it's so rare, and they got one. And I'm just thrilled with their story and tell them how great it is and how, wow, it's a really great, rare record. But the truth of it is it super rare? No. Is it rare? A little bit rare. I went on eBay before I made the video, and I checked. There's about 50 of these on eBay right now for sale. All kinds of ranges. There's sealed copies, and there's people wanting the moon, and there's people, reasonable. So this is not a super rare record, but it's a great record. This is my favorite Leonard Skinner record. It's got all the great songs on it. And I don't know, I didn't go to look how many Japanese presses are available right now, but I imagine there's a few. And the MoFi is out there. And if you're not, real super picky about the absolute greatest sound on the record, the MoFi's fine. And they're affordable, and they're brand new, But there's a lot of these out there that the first edition is probably going to sound better than the MoFi. So, and you can probably pick one up those up affordable if you hunt and get yourself a nice one. Okay, then there's a lot of Leonard Skinner records out there, and Leonard Skinner is not one of the bands that I listen to a lot of, for whatever reason. I'm not sure, but this is the best of Skinner. It's not the most beautiful package that there ever was put in on a record. It's a 2 LP on the blue MCA Rainbow label, and here's the original inner sleeves, what they look like. Got the lyrics on there. But this is a great record right here, and it's got all the songs on it that's not on the Street Survivors record, and of course it's got a few of those too. Give Me Back My Bullet, Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, that record, Sweet Home Alabama, Second Helping. I used to have that record too. I don't know, must have sold it, I guess. I didn't seem to find it this time. But anyway, here we go. Next up, Dave Mason, Split Coconut. Now this is an interesting record here. I bought this originally when it came out. I think it was 74. I can see it here quick. 75. I bought it when it came out in 75. He had that song, Split Coconut, was on the radio. Pretty good song. 75, for some reason, it seemed like the climax was about 73. There was just so much great music came out, and then by 75, it was just like everybody suddenly like running out of gas. But I bought this one, and it is a Japanese first press. I was able to get it at a good price. It's a mint condition record, really nice. Nice big thick gatefold, just a nice record. And I don't know, I think I paid $10 or something for it. Again, a seller had it that I was buying something else from them, and so what else do you have that I can get a good deal on that I can save money on shipping? This is one of those records, and this is an inner sleeve, kind of a bunch of clouds or something on there. Good record, Dave Mason. Then we have Aerosmith. And I have bought quite a few of those Aerosmith records out of Japan for resale, first editions. And Aerosmith's one of those bands that they just seem to have one or two great songs on the records that they have. It's not like, for me anyway, it's not like song after song after song and then everyone's great. They do have some great music, don't get me wrong, you all know that. But so I just got this nice greatest Aerosmith's greatest hits. It's on a Columbia label. Nothing special. And again, this has got Dream On, Sweet Emotion, Walk This Way, Back in the Saddle, Come Together, Last Child. Good stuff. Great record. Now we got the Carpenters, Golden Prize. And this is most likely, I'm not sure, but Golden Prize. It's on the A&M label. That's a nice picture there. It's got a little book in here. Let's see what else kind of pictures we've got. Just a lot of Japanese in here. Here's some American or English lyrics. That was the only picture inside. But this is a Japan only, I would think, but it's got Japanese writing on the back. So let's look at the label. Yeah, very nice, kind of a green A&M label on there. Yeah, and you see that green A&M label like that? Manufactured by King Records. First edition Japanese pressing. It's got all the tells of a great sounding record, and it sure does. It sure is. And I like that early Carpenters music. And this is like a best of. So it's got the songs on it. Let's have a little look at the label. Do it the quick way. Can't read Japanese very good. Rainy Days and Mondays, Ticket to Ride. I'll Never Fall in Love Again. Do You Know the Way to San Jose? Let's see what else we got on here. They Long to Be Close to You. Great song. I love that song. Baby, It's You. I'll Never Fall in Love Again. Superstar. Good stuff on here. So I got my little Carpenter's song record. And you said, what in the world? You got another Carpenter's record over there. Yeah, hey, this is the Christmas record. Christmas Portrait. And, you know, Karen Carpenter singing Christmas songs. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Silent Night, Jingle Bells, you know, Merry Christmas, Darling, Christ is Born, Winter Wonderland, Silver Bells, White Christmas, Ave Maria. And it's on that, of course it's a first edition, but it came out, I guess, early 70s. 78 it says here. Where's it? 76, 78. And I listen to this at Christmas all the time. You know, I get all my stuff together that I'm going to pack. I'll get a couple of the kids together, and we'll go up in the music room there, and we'll start wrapping all our presents. We'll play the record. One side, flip it over, play the other side, flip it over. This is my Christmas record. And I've been doing that for years now, playing this record at Christmas time. Wrapping presents. The Zombies, The Best Of. Blue London label. So it's fairly old, but it sure feels like a reissue, the way it's made. The Best of the Zombies, She's Not There. I Love You, Going On in My Head. Got to get hold of myself. But, you know, She's Not There. Argent. Tell Her No. Got to have some zombies. That Walking Dead show, I'm not really big on that, but that's the kind of zombies I like. This is the kind of zombies I like. The Yardbirds. Gotta have some Yardbirds too, don't you? Over, Under, Sideways, Down. A lot of good stuff on the Yardbirds. What kind of label we got here? It's that Blue Epic label. Gotta have some Yardbirds. What else we got? We got more Yardbirds. Not enough. We need more. And this is a UK press on Starline. So I've got one with a little bit better fidelity. Shape of Things, For Your Love. I'm a Man, Heart Full of Soul, Smokestack Lightning. Good Morning Little Schoolgirls on here. Evil Hearted You, For Your Love, Shape of Things. Look at that. Nice EMI Starline, UK press. And then we have Gary Wright, The Dreamweaver. Now this is one of those Warner Brother presses. It's on the Palm Tree label. When this came out in 73, probably. Warner Brothers, 75. 75? Yeah, this had great sound on this record. It always did. I'm gonna have a little look at that Palm Tree label for y'all. And so I never bought it when it came out, but I did take the opportunity, because I know how great the sound is on this record. I got a good deal on a Japanese first edition, and so I picked it up. Love Is Alive and Dreamweaver. That's the first song on 1 and the first song on 2. Knockout hits, knockout great songs. and fantastic sound on that record. That's one of those records you could just about, you can get a U.S. pressing of this, or a Canadian press or whatever of it, and it's like a demonstration record how great it sounds. One of those domestic records that's got good sound on it. Okay, you got to have a little Stevie Winwood. So, welcome to the Canteen. And this is on an Island label. It's a good record. Dave Mason's on this too. For Stevie Winwood. And Dear Mr. Fantasy, Give Me Some Lovin'. Now, Stompin Tom Connors. He's like the Johnny Cash of Canada, this guy. And in some respects, he's better than Johnny Cash if you're a Canadian. Because this guy here sings about the stuff Canadians love. He's got The Bridge Came Tumbling Down, the Snowmobile Song, Across Canada, Song of the Irish Moss, Song of the Peddler, Name the Capital, Song of the Coho, and Tillsonburg. Now that song Tillsonburg, I used to bring the kids up in Blackshear. That's in South Georgia. We'll go up there to see Larry. And when he was a young man, he went to southern Ontario and picked tobacco, because down here in South Georgia they did a lot of tobacco growing back in the day. You don't see it anymore, but back in the 60s that was a big deal. In the late 50s and 60s, even into the 70s, they grew a lot of tobacco down here. And people that know how to pick that tobacco, they'd go to southern Ontario when the crops came in, and they'd help them bring their crops in. And that's what this song's about. It's about Tillsonburg in southern Ontario, picking that tobacco. And wow, what a great song it is. Look, you should look that up. It should be on YouTube. Stompin Tom Connor's Tillsonburg. 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 Yeah, write that down. Listen to that song. That's the Stompin Tom Connor stuff right there. And now we got Stompin Tom. It says A Proud Canadian. And this is a 2-record set now. So I got a lot of his hits on here. He got a couple songs that I didn't have on the other one, like Bud the Spud, Roll on Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Sudbury Night Live, Tillsonburg, New Brunswick and Mary. Over here, the Old Atlantic Shore, Blue Nose, the Ketchup Song, Lady Katie Lang, The Bridge Came Tumbling Down, I Am the Wind. Okay. But he's also got the hockey song. I don't know what, I don't have that one yet, but that's lots of Stompin' Tom. Now, Bachman Turner Overdrive. This is their first LP, and this is on a nice Unipack cover. Nice, but it's nice. It's a nice thick one. And I bought this. I bought an original. I had it originally, and then I was able to. It's probably 20 years ago. I found this at a record store in Winnipeg. It was Into the Music, I believe. I found a sealed copy. So I bought this sealed copy. Of course, it's not sealed anymore, but yeah, it's mint condition. Really, really nice Canadian press. And then I have the best of the BTO. And it's got my 2 favorite songs on here. Blue Collar and Looking Out for Number 1. So I got it on a nice Japanese pressing. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.